Hey folks, this is the fifth video in a series that aspires to teach Google Apps Script's Gmail app to beginners. In previous lessons, we learned how to send emails, how to add attachments, how to send HTML emails, and how to add inline images in the form of a signature. We are going to resume by navigating to the Files menu, where we will add a new script file. We're going to call this e_send_bcc_cc and hit enter. We're going to clear out the boilerplate function and we are going to create our own. So we're going to type in function and then we are going to send cc. Yeah, that's fine. Add open parentheses, hit the right arrow on our keyboard, hit space, open up a set of curly brackets, hit enter twice, add 2 slashes for a comment, and hit space. So the focus of this video is going to be pretty straightforward. We are going to learn how to send emails on BCC, blind carbon copy, and CC carbon copy. So all we're going to do is send an email. We're going to hit enter and tab. We're going to reference Gmail app.send capital E email, and we're going to open up a set of parentheses. Send email takes 3 mandatory arguments, which is the recipient or email address that you want to send an email to, the subject, and the body. So we're going to hit enter just for readability. I like to use square brackets for my first argument, which is the email that I am sending a message to. The reason for that is that you can comma separate them in order to email more than one person. So when you do this, they will see, or other people on the thread will see that they've received this email. So we're going to add single quotes. I'm going to use my email, mattbrigidi.dev@gmail.com. I'm going to hit the right arrow on my keyboard and add a comma. Now I can use single quotes, and now I'm going to email mattbrigidi +0@gmail.com. This is a nice little trick when I am, my apologies, I'm going to do mattbrigidi.dev+0@gmail.com. So as I was saying, this is a nice little trick. When you use this plus and then something, it can be letters, it can be numbers, it can be letters and numbers, it doesn't matter. It allows you to create an alias where you can send emails to. So I really like this when I'm developing because then I can test things like sending email to more than one account or more than one address, I should say, and doing CC and BCC. Cool. So we're going to go to the end of our line. We're going to add a comment, and then we're going to go to the second argument, which is the subject. And so it needs to be structured as a string. So we use single quotes. And I'm just going to say this is an email test. Hit the right arrow on my keyboard, add a comma, hit enter. Now we are on the third mandatory argument, or the final mandatory argument, which is the body. So I'm just going to say this is a test. Cool. So I'm going to hit the right arrow on my keyboard, and I'm going to add a comma. When you do this, you move to the optional portion of the send email function, which is options. So if you want to learn more about the options that you have available to you, I'm going to link this up in the description. But this is the developer's documentation for the Gmail app, most specifically the send email method. So you can add attachments, which we've done in previous lessons. You can add an HTML body, which we've done in previous lessons. And you can add inline images, which we've done in previous lessons. So here we are going to use BCC and CC. So these two optional parameters will allow us to add a comma-separated list of email addresses that will be on CC or BC. Now, this documentation doesn't do a great job of outlining what comma-separated means. So for example, when you want to send an email to more than one email address, like I've done here, this is structured as an array or a list. So you use square brackets and then you comma separate the strings, right? So you can see that this is the first string because it has a set of single quotes. This is the second string because it has a set of single quotes. That is not what you are going to use when using CC and BCC. So in order to access the options menu or the options parameters, you need to use curly brackets. So we're going to add in a set of curly brackets and we're going to hit enter. We are going to be using BCC. So we are going to type out BCC and then add a colon. We're going to open up a set of single quotes. This is where we will be entering our comma-separated list of email addresses. So I'm going to enter in mattbrigidi.dev +1@gmail.com, comma, mattbrigidi.dev +2@gmail.com. So this is what they mean by comma-separated list, which you can see is different than what we are using up here. So it has to be one string of comma-separated values. The same thing is true for CC. So add a comma at the end of your single quotes, hit enter, add in CC, add a set of single quotes, and same thing. I'm going to do mattbrigidi.dev plus, I forget what number I'm at, 4@gmail.com, and then I'm going to add a comma, and oops, I missed 3. So we'll do mattbrigidi.dev +3@gmail.com. Cool. So don't use my email address, obviously, use yours, but feel free to send me emails if you have questions about this. So with that out of the way, we are going to hit run, and we don't get any errors, and we go to our inbox, and you can see that we got this is an email test, and then you can see all those emails have appeared up here. And when we open up the delivery, you can see that the email is from mattbrigidi.dev@gmail.com, and then we have sent it to mattbrigidi.dev@gmail, mattbrigidi.dev +0. These are visible, but CC and or CC will also show up, but it will be shown as a carbon copy, and BCC will show up to us, but not to the recipients of the email. Now, the last thing that I will show you is just that you can change your name. So right now this appears as mattbrigidi.dev@gmail.com. You could also add a comma here and then use name and do something like Matt Brigidi. Oh, sorry, it has to be in single quotes. But you could add single quotes here and just do all caps Matt Brigidi or whatever you want to. Hit run. And now you can see here it says mattbrigidi.dev@gmail.com. And when we refresh, we have this new email, and you can see it is now sent from Matt Brigidi. So there's a lot of really cool stuff that you can use from the advanced parameters in here. For example, if you work at an organization and you have a Google Workspace account, you can create a no reply email by just going in here, comma, no capital R reply, colon, and then just typing in true. And this will then keep people from replying to your email. I don't have a Workspace account. This is just a Gmail account. You can also add in reply to. You can change who it's from using aliases. Lots of really cool stuff. I'm not going to touch on it in this lesson, but if you would like to learn more, feel free to use my email. You have it here. If you want to continue following along with this set of lessons, I have a playlist linked in the description.